Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss an exciting topic with ChatGPT. We will explore some simple and meaningful question about building a strong personal brand online. So let's start. Hi ChatGPT. How are you?
Hey there, I'm doing great, thank you. How about you? Hope you're having a
I'm
wonderful day.
fine. ChatGPT, I have a topic, how to build a strong personal brand online. I have some question on this topic. So my first question is, what makes me different from others in my field?
That's a fantastic question. To figure out what makes you unique, you can start by looking at your own experiences, your values, your skills, and even your personality traits. Think about what you bring to the table that others might not, whether it's your background, your approach, or even your passions. We can definitely dive deeper if you want.
Okay. My second question, which three words best describe the brand I want to build?
Great question. To choose those three words, you can reflect on the core values and the essence of what you want your brand to convey. For instance, think about how you want people to feel when they interact with your brand. Is it inspiring, innovative, trustworthy, or maybe approachable? Once you have a clear idea, we can narrow it down to those three impactful words.
My third question, who is my target audience and what do they need from me?
That's a crucial aspect of building a strong personal brand. To identify your target audience, consider who would benefit most from what you offer. Think about their demographics, their interests, their challenges, and what solutions or value you can provide to them. Once you have that clarity, it becomes much easier to tailor your brand message and content to meet their needs.
My another question, ChatGPT, what personal story can I share that shows my values?
That's a wonderful way to connect with your audience. Think about a moment in your life where you faced a challenge or made a significant decision that really reflects your core values. It could be a story about perseverance, empathy, innovation, or even a personal growth experience. Sharing these genuine experiences can really help your audience relate to you on a deeper level. If you'd like, we can brainstorm some ideas together.
Okay, okay. My another question, how do I want people to feel when they see my content?
That's such an important aspect. Think about the emotional response you want to evoke. Do you want them to feel inspired, motivated, empowered, or maybe even comforted and understood? Once you have that feeling in mind, you can shape your content, your visuals, and even your messaging around that emotional tone. It'll definitely help you connect more deeply with your audience.
Okay. Uh, my question, what problems can I solve for my audience through my brand?
That's a key part of building a valuable brand. You can start by identifying the specific pain points or challenges your audience faces. It could be anything from providing expert knowledge, offering practical solutions, or even just creating a supportive community. By understanding their needs and tailoring your content and services to address those problems, you'll really stand out and build trust.
Okay. ChatGPT, my another question, which platform, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc., fit my style best?
That definitely depends on your content style and your audience. For example, if you love creating engaging videos and want to connect with a broad audience, YouTube can be fantastic. Instagram's great for visual storytelling and building a personal brand. Their images and short videos. LinkedIn is perfect for professional content and networking. We can definitely figure out the best fit based on what type of content you enjoy creating and who you want to reach.
Thank you, ChatGPT, sharing information for me and my audience. My another question: how can I stay authentic while building my brand?
Staying authentic is all about being true to yourself and your values. One great way is to share your personal stories, be transparent about your journey, and engage genuinely with your audience. It also helps to consistently reflect your personality in your content. Keep your communication honest and listen to feedback. Over time, that authenticity will help you build a loyal and trusting community.
Okay, ChatGPT,
You're
what type of content, video, blog, post, podcast, feel natural to me?
That's a great question to explore. To figure that out, you can reflect on what you enjoy most. For instance, if you love speaking and sharing ideas on the fly, then podcasts or videos might feel more natural. If you prefer writing and crafting thoughtful pieces, then blogs or posts might suit you better. It's all about what feels most comfortable and enjoyable for you.
Okay. Uh, ChatGPT, how do I want people to introduce me when I am not in the room?
That's such a powerful thing to consider. Ideally, you'd want people to introduce you in a way that highlights your strengths, your unique qualities, and the value you bring. Think about the key messages or traits you want them to focus on, whether that's your expertise, your passion, or your approachability. That way, whenever you're not around, people will naturally introduce you in a way that aligns with your brand.
Okay. What skill do I need to improve to grow my personal brand?
That can definitely vary depending on your goals and your niche, but some universally valuable skills include effective communication, both written and verbal, content creation, storytelling, and even personal branding strategies like social media management or networking. Plus, staying adaptable and continuously learning will always help you grow. If there are specific areas you're curious about, we can definitely dive deeper.
Okay. Okay. How can I share knowledge without sounding like everyone else?
That's a great goal. One way is to infuse your unique perspective and personality into your content. You can share personal anecdotes, use your own voice and tone, and even present information in creative formats. Another approach is to focus on niche topics or unique angles that resonate with your own experiences. And of course, engaging with your audience and encouraging their input can help keep things fresh and authentic.
Okay. What colors, style, or design reflect my personality online?
That's a fun aspect to explore. You can think about colors and styles that resonate with your personality and the vibe you want to give off. For example, vibrant colors might reflect energy and creativity, while softer tones could convey calmness and approachability. Similarly, the design style, like minimalist, modern, or playful, can reflect your personality. It's all about aligning those visual elements with the feelings and messages you want to convey. If you have any preferences, we can definitely brainstorm more.
Okay. How often should I post to stay consistent and visible?
Finding a consistent posting schedule definitely helps keep your audience engaged. It could vary depending on the platform and your capacity. For instance, on platforms like Instagram or X, posting a few times a week might be great. While on YouTube, maybe once a week or bi-weekly could work well. The key is to find a rhythm that's sustainable for you and keeps your audience looking forward to your content. And of course, consistency is key, but it's also important to stay flexible and adjust as needed.
Okay. What values do I want my brand to always stand for?
That's a foundational question. Think about the principles and beliefs that matter most to you. For example, you might prioritize authenticity, integrity, empathy, or innovation. It can also help to think about how you want to impact your audience and what kind of experience you want to create for them. Once you have those core values defined, they'll serve as a guiding light for all your branding efforts.
Okay. Who inspire me online and what can I learn from them?
That's a fantastic approach. You can look at influencers or thought leaders in your field and observe what makes them successful. Pay attention to their content style, how they engage with their audience, the platforms they use, and the values they emphasize. From them, you can learn about building trust, creating compelling content, and even how to stay consistent and authentic. It can be really inspiring to see what works and then adapt those lessons into your own unique brand.
Okay. How do I respond to criticism or negative comments while keeping my brand strong?
That's such an important skill. The key is to approach criticism with an open mind and professionalism. First, acknowledge the feedback calmly and thank them for sharing their perspective. Then, if the criticism is constructive, use it as an opportunity to improve. And if it's more negative or unhelpful, it's okay to respond politely or even let it go. Always maintain your brand's values and stay consistent in your tone. Over time, handling criticism gracefully will actually strengthen your brand.
Okay. What a small daily action can I take to grow my presence online?
Even small daily actions can add up over time. For instance, you can dedicate a few minutes each day to engaging with your audience, responding to comments, or interacting with others in your niche. Another simple action could be creating and sharing even a small piece of content like a tip, a quote, or a behind the scenes glimpse. Consistently showing up and being authentic will gradually build your presence and help you grow.
Okay, my last question. How will I measure my success? Followers, impact, opportunities, growth.
That's a great way to consider it. Success can definitely be measured in multiple ways. You can look at quantitative metrics like follower growth, engagement rates, and website traffic. But you can also focus on qualitative measures like the impact you're making on your audience, the meaningful connections you build, and the opportunities that come your way, like collaborations or speaking engagements. Ultimately, a mix of both quantitative and qualitative indicators will give you a well-rounded view of your growth and success.
Thank you, ChatGPT, for this corporate and answers. So, Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. If you ever have more questions, just let me know. Allah Hafiz and take care.